Let's create a budget. Let's get out of debt. Let's build wealth. Guys, welcome back to the channel. So after 3 long weeks, I finally came up with a working model of the profit and loss, balance sheet, and cash flow statements. Before I get into that, I just wanted to let everyone know that if you made it up to this one, the step-by-step review, which is the step-by-step 18, you can continue on with that and you'll be fine. This is for people who want to go more in depth and who really want to look at the family business or their family and their budget and everything as a business. Okay, I don't know how many videos it's going to take me to get through this, but we'll start here. One of the things about starting, looking at your family as a business is it's going to make you, if you're using this, I will upload this in the description below. I have a course to financial freedom. If you already own that, you'll be able to go in and download this. I am going to upload it to that course. You can build one yourself. So basically, and I just want to let everybody know that I'm not a expert in balance sheets, cash flow statements, profit and loss, anything like that. And this is just my research and what I've done to create. And it may not be 100% like it, but I did try to keep the structure of it. To me, it's one of those things where, if a lot of people don't even know military time, right? 12 o'clock and 1 p.m. is 13. You already know the hours. Every Android device, watches, they all have that option to have 24 hours. So why not just use it? If you don't already know what military time is, why not use it? I mean, you're already, it's just, it'll eventually come in your subconscious. It'll be natural, quick and easy for you. So I tried to keep the structure on this as much as possible. Building this, to be honest, it drove me to the edge of sanity. So I'm gonna show y'all in this video. We're gonna go over kind of how it works. I'm gonna do a video or two on the stress, what I call a stress test of it, to make sure everything's working right. So basically, it works kind of in line with all the other ones that we've been doing. So you have this section right here, which you can't, I put some kind of what I call fail safes in here so that people can't really mess up. So, here you won't be able to enter any information in here. So let's just start. Let's say we're looking at our bills, right? And we have our mortgage. So this right here is basically, once this is filled out, you're done. So this little green box that says ready for next month, that's one of the fail safes. As long as this box is green, you're ready to move on to the next month. So here there is a drop down box for checks, and I didn't lock it to where you can type over it. If you wanted to put a name in there or however, it will let you do that, or you can just choose from the drop down. So let's say we're getting our income, and let's use we'll use 2,500, and then we'll just think of this kind of like a couple, and we have another check of 5,000. So it'll have your total revenue, your cash flow is right here, 7,500. So you can see right here where the next month is no. So next, let's enter we'll do a mortgage. So we'll do a mortgage. Let's say the principal is 1,500 and interest 500. Let's give this a value of 250,000, and let's say we owe let's say we owe 200,000 on it. Okay, so we have our profit and loss balance sheet and cash flow built into this. So if we look at this now, we have 7,500 coming in. We have a cash flow of 5,500. We're going to enter in more information, but to test this out, we're going to test it on each little section. So mortgage, we have operating costs of 1,500. So let's just go to profit and loss to make sure that this is right. We have 7,500 total. We have on the mortgage 2,000 going out on the mortgage. So if we look at our profit and loss statement, it'll give us a profit of 5,500. We have an operating cost of 1,500. Now you'll see some maybe minor differences between a real profit and loss balance sheet and cash flow, but we're looking at this, in a family, so there may be some differences. So to check the profit and loss, we have 1,500 operating costs, 500 to financial costs. So that's the 1,500 to operate your household, which is your mortgage. 500 going to interest. So profit and loss checks. Balance sheet. The balance sheet, I'll show you guys the balance sheet. So it's broken into assets and liabilities, and it's not going to balance. This note needs to be green also. That's the check for the balance sheet. And this won't balance until we get done there, but it's basically, I broke it up into, well, we'll go over that in a little bit. Okay, so let's finish this out first. That's what we'll do. So let's test an automobile. Let's say we got 350 going to principal and 50 to interest. These numbers are purely made up. Let's say this car is worth 25,000 and we owe 20,000 on it. Okay, so now our cash flow is 5,100. We're gonna list some utilities in here, and this list, we'll start with auto insurance. Oh no, utility would be cable, $50. And let me just enter some. So since this is an example, I don't want to get all, I'm gonna make it real easy. I'm just gonna put $100 on everything. So I listed some utilities: cable, electric, gas, internet, phone bill. It gives you the total of your utilities right here. And basically what this is doing is it gives us the total of the utilities over here, but you can itemize them out. So this is just kind of like the total of everything, and then you itemize it out on the sides. So now let's go to some miscellaneous expenses. So I put in here auto insurance, gym membership, Hulu, Netflix, and on this one I added a lot of extra space, because there's been a couple of people I kind of been working with, and I've never seen so many bills in my life. So in order not to run out, there's extra space on these to put as much as you want. Gives us our miscellaneous expense total here. So far we have 4,100 in cash flow. Okay, we got auto, mortgage. I put just because I didn't want to run out, and there may have been something that I couldn't possibly have thought of. So there's miscellaneous for long-term miscellaneous, and then there's short-term miscellaneous, and then there's long-term assets. So there's extra space on here to fill out pretty much anything you could possibly think of. So let me add some credit cards in here. So I added a few credit cards here. Kohl's, Best Buy, Target, Amazon. I left this credit card, if you got more than, I don't know how much this is, about 25 of them, you might have to condense some of them, but people do have that many. So this will add up, or it gives us our totals. I'm going to do the values here in a little bit. So now we have a cash flow of 2,500. It's recording the total principal and interest. So again, part of this, looking at your family as a business, what it's doing is you're going to have to actually go to your statement. After you make your payment on that credit card or that car or that mortgage, you're going to have to pull up the statement and actually look how much went to principal and how much went to interest. That's the way. See, most people have no idea how much they're paying in interest a month. They can be paying thousands of dollars in interest for their family in a month, and they don't even know it. So that's this is gonna help you to see that, whoa, you know, I'm paying quite a bit in interest every month, you know, and not really realizing that that car, you know, even though the payment may be $200 a month, when $90 of that, because whatever you see in this column, it's just wasted money. It's not going to you or your family. It's just going out the door. You know, you could basically subtract your interest row from your revenue or your income and look at how much you make now. So it forces people to kind of start to understand where their money's going. That's what I kind of like about this. So then let's create a budget here. So, you know, budget total, you know, groceries, charitable giving, clothes, you know, you can itemize your budget out here, enter those amounts, and it'll give you the total, which is what you're paying. So looking at this family has an income of $7,500. They're $600 on the budget, $600 utilities, credit cards, miscellaneous expense, $400, which is the Hulu, Netflix, all of that, you know, and that Hulu, Netflix could maybe possibly go utilities. It doesn't really matter where you put it. So let's say now that, you know, they have $1,900. Let's say that they're going to buy $900 worth of stock. So they're going to buy $900 worth of stock. So now they have $1,000 left. And this income total here, let's say that $900 in stock is going to produce $10 a month in income. So here, you know, you could put whatever you want. There's some miscellaneous stuff here, but let's say that that's going to produce $10 in income. So that your total revenue now is $75.10, $10 in dividends. Let me put that here in the budget just to keep the number simple. We'll put $10 there. So we got $1,000 in cash flow. Now you notice that you're still not ready for next month. So what you have to do is the $1,000, you actually have to put it somewhere. This cash flow needs to be zero. So we're going to put 1,000 into the checking account. We're keeping that in there. So 1,000 will stay in the checking account. Now that you have used up your entire income, it changes to yes. So that lets you know that you're ready for next month. This will also, now we can go over these 3 statements to look at this month. And, you know, profit and loss, balance sheet, and cash flow, a lot of that you're kind of, you know, you can still go through here and check these off as you pay it every month. That's another one I want to go real quick. Right here, all no's right here needs to be yes. These should all be yes before you move to the next month. And the way you do that is, as you pay these every month, as you go through and pay them, you know, that one day out of the week, you just check yes that has been paid. Let me check these yes. And once you have all of the utilities paid, this right here, you'll change this one to yes. See, all utilities has been paid. And when everything in this list, if it goes all the way down, once you have checked off that you paid everything that month, you click that to yes, and it's going to change it over here. So that's your check. That's your safeguards. That's to know that whatever's here should be green. You know, if there's something here, all of these should be green. You know, it's going to say yes as soon as this is done, but make sure these say yes also. And same here, I went ahead and changed those. Miscellaneous expenses are done. Automobile. So that one day a week you go through, once it's paid, change this to yes. By the end of the month, usually probably by the 3rd week, it usually happens that all of these will be yes. You know, we haven't messed with the bank yet or any of the other things. So yes there, and then we can see, okay, with the budget, you know, you usually transfer this on the 1st of the month. So as soon as you transfer, you could go ahead and check yes on that. These are atomized out. You don't have to check those. And then, so now we'll see that everything is yes. We're good to go. So once the yes, ready to move to the next month, yes. And that's pretty much a quick overview of this page and how it works. I'm gonna split this video in 2 because get into the next ones. I'm not sure how long that's gonna take. So guys, thank you for watching. This is I wanted this video to kind of be a review for anybody who already has this. You know, if you have it through the course, you can come back and refer back to here. But, you know, if you have something, let's say medical bills, right? I mean, you could come to miscellaneous expense and you can just add them here. You know, there's plenty of spots to put it. Let's say, you know, all of a sudden you got braces. You know, if braces, you know, you could put them here. If it's being done on a credit card or whatever, obviously you could add it down here. So there really shouldn't be, you know, if you have a boat, you could put the boat here on automobiles if you're paying on it. But there really shouldn't be anything really that you could miss here. So hopefully, you know, if you already have the course, you know, play around with this. Just let me know if you find any mistakes. I've done extensive tests on it. It seems to be working okay. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.